Hello everybody, welcome back to Making Richie Rich. It's been about a week since my last video, and just a sort of a bit of backdate on that there. We've got a race kicking off in 2 minutes. You know how I like to do things now. Watch we race as we go. But as I mentioned in a few previous videos, my car, somebody went into it, and so it's off getting fixed. And while it's off getting fixed, I'm using my camper van, which is also my home studio that I've been working from, and the alternator cable broke, and this was stranded for about a week till I got a new alternator cable on it. Only cost £10 for the cable, but it is what it is. I couldn't get the thing running, so it was stuck in no man's land, which meant I couldn't do any of my editing or filming because everything's here. And now I'm all steaming up because I'm not long back with getting this, and I thought I would jump on and show a wee video. So I'm going to wait till my face defogs again, and we'll get a wee race going here. So let me see, there we go, live stream. Get that all up and running. Oh.
Jets Magic 10-600, pretend to 14.
So let me see where we're at. Everything's nice and low in this. We're on 5 dogs. Highest is 4p. I'm going to get that's the favourite.
Actually ran 20 spots slower than his
third. We'll look at this, and then we'll go over and have a wee look at.
Can he sort things out today?
The bot and how it's been doing in the last. I think the last video was the 6th, so it's about. Today's the 14th. So 8 days ago, just over a week.
7. Hares running, make it prevail 11-10 from even money. They're
off,
off, and the favourites last away again. Can he make up the ground this time? 3, Savannah Trike is the first to show out of the corner from 2, 4, 6, 5 is now peeling out wide. 1 brought up the rear. 3 led in. 4, 5 and 2 giving chase up to the line.
The thing I like about this, it doesn't really matter. Some of them you want to go on a long run.
And Savannah Trike wins, make it prevail is second again.
Because that's where you're going to get the most profits. So there we have it, trap 3. Savannah Trike.
Magic and Black Rose Time.
I will say that is the 4th favourite.
Savannah Trike runner up last time out. Home in front today. Winning at 3-1.
No, 3rd favourite, I would say. 3rd favourite.
Winning 14 starts.
Because we've got Jets Magic, I'll be 4th.
The Beats Make It Prevail 11-10 favourite who's runner up once again.
So, yeah, there we go.
Photograph a 3rd place, Jets Magic and Black Rose Time.
Minus 4p in that. Oh well, that's what it is. But let's get the bot up, and we'll have a wee look at that and see how it's getting on. We at the bot. Turn the bot on. There we go. So, as you can see, because I actually can't remember the last video what happened, where we're at. I paused the 2nd favourite on the horses, so we'll start there. Just, I couldn't get it going. Like, it was just, wasn't getting the wins. I need to maybe just go back in and have a look at it and readdress it, but just had an awful time with it. Same with the 3rd and the 4th. I think it was overnight on the American races, and I don't know, somebody in Discord they had said about this year is with some of the American races as well, as Betfair doesn't keep up to date with the times over there, so it'll say it starts at 2 AM and it maybe doesn't kick off the 15:15, and then you've got, you know, bets, you know, waiting to settle and they aren't settling, and it just was just, I just decided just to turn it off after, or sorry, I just took America off, and I've been running it since to try and see if we can get it back up and running. I did try with the 2nd favourite a bit more, but I went the distance again on my staking plan. Now it's whether do you want to increase your staking plan and, you know, to cover the longest losing run that it's been having, or not. So that's what I'm deciding. The back the favourite, £12 profit, but you know, because of the other ones, it's down a bit on the horses. So I'm keeping the 3rd and 4th going because it is clawing back a wee bit, to see if it can, and if it doesn't, if it dollars up any more sort of losses, then I'll maybe go back to the drawing board on that one. It could be a case of bad luck at times as well, with some of them maybe not settling in time, or, you know, because that happens a lot. I'll show you an instance of that in a second, where, because the way I run these is I don't have unsettled markets. I think I have 2 unsettled markets on it, and that way it'll still get on, because I find if you have one unsettled market, you can end up missing the win completely and getting nothing back, and I'd rather get something back than nothing. Or for example, if it places 32p once and then it places another 32p on the next race, if one of those wins, depending on the odds and what you're on, you could still be fine. When you're on the shorter odds, sometimes that doesn't work for you, because you may be only winning back 64p, but then you've lost 32p of that already, and then you end up getting a few more losses. But it can go both ways, because I've seen it where you can get a double win that way as well. So but we'll go have a look. Back the favourite, £12 profit. It's just ticking along, shorter odds. It's not getting up, it wins a lot more. It's not getting up into the higher bets. We'll go and see what kind of has this got up. So it's went the full distance, I think, there, but looks like that. 640. And then restart it. We'll have we look to see what the biggest wins are as well. £2.40, yeah, free 20s, a couple of free 20s there. So 640 was the max, and it lost. So, but the rest of these, so £12.87 profit. Again, what I'm doing is I'm not having huge risks. There's no recovery no more. It's just staking plans, and once it goes its full cycle, it will reset. Now, the second favourite has surprised me, because it was the one, if you remember, a while back I was bidding off, and I amended it, went back in, addressed it a bit more, and so far seems to be going well, because it's now catching up with the fifth favourite. It's getting quite a few wins. We'll have a wee look at it. Highest it's got up to £3.24 quite a few times, quite a few wins on those, but £3.24, odds of 6, £16.20. Loving it. It's came along really, really well recently. Third favourite, it is coming back. It was minus, and now we're down to minus 191. Or it was minus, I can't remember. It was a good chunk on that one, but clawing it back, so I'm going to keep it going. See how we get on. I suppose we'll keep that, and we'll have just a look at each one's doing. The fourth, very, very slowly coming back. I think it was minus 40. It's not doing as well. This one, it's going a lot slower. But again, some nice big wins there. £1.28, odds of 8. 32p there, odds of 11. 16p. Why can that not have been 128 at that? That would have been nice. But it is slowly coming back. And the fifth favourite, it had a big loss the other day. Well, I say big loss, it just went its full staking plan. Do you want? I'm going to see if I can find that, because if I remember correctly, it did that thing where I says that Sod's Law, when it resets, it wins the next one. So I'll pause this a second so you don't have to watch me try to find it. Okay, there we go. I found it. So as you can see, 256, 256, 256 resets to 1p, and what happens? Odds of 8, and it wins. You can't write it. You can't write it. I would like to say I'm shocked that happens, but I think I called it in another video the amount of times I would have seen that happening before. It's just crazy, so. But anyway, there's plenty in that strategy there to cover that. I could increase the cycles a bit more, and then the next bet would be £5. So for example, if we'd done that, it's away now, damn it. If we'd done that at odds of 8, £5, we could have been looking at great profits there. What's that, 7.5? So it'd be about £35 roughly maybe more. Yeah, but £35, that would have been. But, that's what it is. What can you do? Going well. The place markets they had a big loss as well recently and got a good win back in this one, which was alright. So it's just really slow. Like, we've done 2,752 races and it's 88p in profit. Pardon me. It's not great. What did we do? We must have just got a wee loss there, did we? Yeah. Whether to keep these on, is it worth it? I don't know. Maybe this one, it is in profit of £10. It's better let it continue and just, trickle along there. Down to the back, the favourite on the horses. Again, it's done 1,000 races, £12.97. I have amended that so it does perform a lot better and it is getting me in profit, but these other ones, I think it's just a case of like, there is just also so many other horses in a race, which I was counting on because you get better odds because of that. But let me see some of the biggest wins I've got. £5, £4 hasn't been great. And there's that's the time I went the full cycle, so it lost. What's that? £10. So lost £40 roughly, I think, there in total, because if it's £2.56 is putting on, that means already up to that point you've lost £2.56. So it's actually £5.12. Trying to do my maths there. So 512 times that before, so that was £20. It lost in total going the full distance, which is fine. I knew what I was getting into for that. So it's clawing a wee bit back, but I'm not fussed. This one, let me see, the highest it's got is £12.80 win, which, £1.28 odds 11. That's the kind of ones we're looking for. But I think this the same time went the full distance as well. But it's recovered a lot more, so it's -9 £9. I'll probably give it till the end of the month. We'll see how they're performing come the end of the month, and to see if they can bring themselves back around, because I've been just amending. The best way to do is learn as you go, and I've been amending some of the staking plans, or these staking plans, to see, for example, putting a lot more smaller bets at the start to get all the dud ones out. So, for example, do like 6 at 1p before you move on to your staking plan, and then you can start doubling up from them, because then it gets you a good lot of losses out of the way, what you expect. Although if they win and it maybe doesn't recover, your couple of pence here or there, you want it to go on that longer losing run, then that's when you can start getting better money in. But here we'll go and we'll have a look at the spreadsheet. Is my face still all blurry? Yeah, a wee bit. VPS off here, and we'll go and have a look. So from the 6th of November till today's date, we are £72 in profit. As I said, there was that day where the horses lost a good chunk. I think it was like £40 on those two bots. And then I amended them. I have them, hopefully, fingers crossed. Although you can't see me doing air quotations, trust me, I'm doing air quotations. Turn off that live player, actually, because we're not watching anything. And we'll go over and have a look. I think it's this here. I said this one, there we go. So from the 6th of November till today's date, pretty much till now, £109 profit in the Greyhounds, which is great. Get my calculator up here and we'll work that out. And over, what do we say it's been roughly? 8 days divided by 8. £13.62 a day profit with just the greyhounds. And unfortunately, the horse racing, because it cost us that big, those big losses, it was minus £37 over the last couple of days. So we'll hopefully by the next video bring that back up, because, well, if not, I'll maybe sack off those other 3, keep the favourite one on. We'll just go with that. And again, the potential ones I might take off is the place markets on the dogs. Just sometimes the odds are just so low at times, it's not great. But if it's still in profit, I suppose what harm's it doing? But I suppose it's just waiting for that time when it's that losing run again. But yeah, that's what it is. But again, 8 days, still in profit. We're back on the right track. Clawing back those big mistakes I made way earlier on in the challenge. And again, they were my fault, no one else's. Human error, and not computer error. Except for that one day when Betfair went down, and that screwed me over too. But we're grand, we're clawing it back, and we're on our way to that £1,000. Fingers crossed. What I might do is then start allowing some of these strategies to go on a bit further in the staking plan, because if you're making that profit and you want to secure it, it's going to be up to yourself whether you want to risk, how much you want to risk. So for example, you only want to risk £20 on one staking plan, but what if you've made that £20 profit? Are you willing to extend that to 40 then? You're going to double up and allow your bot to be able to go a wee bit further, or do you stay disciplined, just keep it for what it's at? That's going to be up to you, and sort of getting an idea of roughly where your plans are in terms of like what are they winning to. There's a guy in Discord, and he was running the back the 5th favourite, but when we compared results, I had wins when he didn't, and the reason was because he was also including Australian dogs, which I don't, and he was using one unsettled market. And my problem with that is, especially on something like the 5th favourite, you can see, you can't see, I'll show you. The 5th favourite there, you can see it's got 8.8% chance of winning. So what's that? 1 in 10, roughly. For 10 races, 100 races. Yeah. So so roughly about 1 in 10 chance of getting a win, but it can go on a long losing run. And I've seen it actually getting a couple of wins back to back. But if you just happen to miss that because you're on sell market, if it goes 40 losses, 50 losses, which I've seen it do, it's went 50 losses on me the other day, 50 losses in a row. If you miss that one win that it gets, you could potentially go on to a 100 loss streak. And that is the reason why I don't have the unsettled markets on. For anybody out there asking, well, why not? That's why. I'd rather it just place 2 bets at £1.28, because to be honest, the odds there are quite good. It can cover it. Where it is harder is if it's like the back. Let me see, back the favourite. You're going to get crappier. Let me see. I'll see if I can get a sample up for you where it's done it. There you go. Didn't have to go too far. So as you can see, it won 15.26 Perry bar. It put 4p on, odds of 2.3, won 5p. Woo! But because it hadn't settled, it put 4p on the next race and it lost. So then I lost 4p. So that meant there was only 1p profit there, if even, because we'd already lost quite a few before that. So we would have been down a couple of pence because of that. I'll go and see where we've got the opposite though, where it's done a double win. And there we go, found one. So 18.26 Perry bar and 18.29 on Harlow, where I placed 2 bets for 16p, both of them won. 31p and 36, so 67p profit. Take off whatever placed before it. Slower grind this one because you aren't on smaller odds, which is to be expected. It is what it is. I don't know how many times I said that. Sorry, I had a KFC for lunch, and I have been so gassy since. But that's just how these have been working. But again, we're still in profit. And I think that's it for this video. Any questions, as always, leave a comment, ask away. If you haven't already done so, give it a like, subscribe. I'm working currently on a baccarat system, with the software that I plan to go in. I'm just trying to learn all the ropes. I was playing the other day, lost money, so I want to make sure I sort of know how to work it before I start. So I'm currently learning that at the moment. So keep an eye out for those videos coming. And yeah, that's it for this one. So until the next video, I'll see you then. Bye now.